VA3KBC, KB9RDS.
KB9RDS, good evening. I'm just going to do a little streaming here, live streaming, and I'll be back to you in a little while, probably about minute and a half, about 5 minutes or so. Anyhow, I'll as I said, I'm going to do a little streaming here, and I'll be back to you shortly. VA3KBC.
Okay, no problem. I'm just sitting here listening. Chatted with you last night, and don't have the noise here. I'm down here in Indianapolis. So catch you when you get back. I'll be here listening, KB9RDS.
Okay, well, you can actually watch the stream. I've got a little thing here I'm going to put on first so you can actually watch it, and then I'll get back to you. So if you want to either go from my QRZ page or go right to YouTube and do a search on for my call, but going from my QRZ page is probably easier. So the live stream is posted there.
Okay, I was looking at your page last night, so I'll go see if I can bring it up. Get you when you get back, KB9RDS.
Okie dokie, VA3KBC. I'm going to mute this, and then going to bring that down, and
Donald Trump isn't playing by bureaucratic rules. He's using leverage. His tariff threat against Canada wasn't about punishment, it was about forcing action. Overnight, Trudeau went from dismissing the border crisis to deploying tens of thousands of troops and appointing an anti-smuggling czar. Then, just as fast, Trump lifted the threat. But if anyone thinks the issue is resolved, they don't understand Trump. This isn't policy, it's business strategy. Bureaucrats launch committees and multi-year plans, then shrug when nothing changes. Trump operates differently. Entrepreneurs test, adjust, and apply pressure until they get results. That's exactly what he's doing to Canada. The 30-day tariff pause isn't a retreat, it's a recalibration. If Trudeau doesn't deliver, the tariffs will come back. If he scrambles to comply, Trump eases off. Canada will be stuck in reaction mode, always a step behind. In Trudeau's government, they'll continue to do what they always do, appear to act while changing nothing. Canada's border crisis isn't just policy failure, it's systemic corruption. This is why Canada needs to remove the current government immediately. We need leaders who can think and act on their feet. Trudeau's government has proven they can't handle real pressure. If Canada doesn't replace them with people who can, we'll be stuck reacting forever, always at the mercy of leaders who actually know how to play the geopolitical game.
okay, that was very interesting. Thank you, sir. I guess we can cut that out, and we'll go out of there, and we'll bring this back up and mute. VA3KBC, I am back now.
You're back. Oh boy, KB9RDS.
Okay, Stephen, there, Indianapolis. Okay, good enough. Yep. So I did that little deal there, and you can watch it anytime you want. I did another one that was about an hour long just before that, and it was about what I was telling you about how corrupt the Canada Border Service Agency is here in Canada. So something you may want to take a boo at.
No problem. Yeah, I have you up now. As for the conversations last night, what can you say? You know, the best thing my mother told us when we were kids was, you can't fix stupid.
That is, yeah, you know, I've come to the point where I just say to people, you know, you're a special kind of stupid, and I don't talk to stupid.
There you go.
Yeah, so there's, if you're watching the video or the YouTube stream, there's probably about a 5-second, maybe 10-second a bit of a delay there.
I just noticed, looking at my clock here, about 3 seconds. About 3 seconds on my end.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's not too bad at all then.
Yeah, that's okay. Waiting for the rest of the crew to come in tonight. We've been starting to get in at 7 and 8 and such, so they'll get in here later.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I just thought I'd be in here for a little while just to chat with you guys, because you did welcome me, which was kind of nice last night, so I appreciate that. So I just thought I'd do a little live stream if anybody wanted to see what their signal looked like, and if they could hear themselves, and that kind of stuff. So that's the nice thing about doing the live stream, and it'll be there saved on YouTube, so you can watch it at a later date as well.
We've been doing this on 160 meters for. I've been with the group about 11, 12 years now. 11 years, and it was going on long before me. And I'm probably one of the farthest west of the group. We had a guy in Texas. We had a guy in Oklahoma, I think it was, that checked in with us periodically, but neither one of them do regularly at all now. So, and I don't know if the prop goes that far, but I'm generally the farthest west here in Indianapolis.
Roger. Yeah. Well, I can't turn my beam, so it's just gotta work the way it's working.
All I got is an inverted L. I live on a city lot. So I've got 3 towers, 230s and a 50, and I can go anywhere from 432 to 160, but 160 is just an inverted L with a whole bunch of radios under it.
Well, it's working. Whatever you can make work is good, you know. Mine is a resonant antenna up at about 58-foot apex, give or take, foot, and it's as an inverted V, and I'm running about 480 watts here, so not very powerful, but it's doing the job.
Yeah, cool. Now I'm running 100 watts. I did get an amp this last year, but it decided it didn't like to go south for the winter. It's not working. One of the guys I'm thinking about sending it to go get fixed. It's an old Ventron MLA 2500. Got that one set of tubes in it that no longer is made, so it's kind of finicky in that regard. So, but 100 watts will get me out, and if they can't hear me, I just call it a night. And if they do, that's great. I can join in. Eric and Jim and Joe and all. It's a pretty good group of guys. K89 RDS.
Roger. Yep. Yeah. Well, when it's a nice quiet evening, and that's what 160 can be like in the wintertime, good and quiet. I know one of the guys on 1940, probably 6 years ago, we were kind of playing around. We just put our amplifiers to standby, and we started pulling the power down on the radios, and I think we were down to 5 watts or something, and we were still, I think Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York State, so, we could still S8, S9. So it's the propagation. When the propagation's there, you don't need to have a whole ton of power. But when the propagation's not there, good antenna, and as they say, amplifiers is for your friends. VA3KBC.
Oh yeah, Jim, K3AMP, Jim and I one night, we were the only two on. Everything was in real good shape. We turned both our radios down. He's got a Kenwood 990, and I've got a Kenwood 890. We turned them down slowly until 5 watts each. We were still going back and forth. They were in real good shape that night. And then there's nights that, putting out power and you guys barely hear them. And they can't even hear me. So, it comes and goes. But come about March, I'll fade off the 160 and go to the other bands and such. It just, because of the winter, it's just one of those things.
Oh yeah, it's a wintertime band. Now I know quite a few years ago we went all through the summer. It wasn't the best conditions. I think maybe there might have been 3 or 4 nights through the summer we just gave up because just so many static crashes. But we wanted to see how many nights we could do it in the summer. So, but I don't get on the radio much in the summer anymore. Anyhow, I enjoy being outside on the front veranda or out in the backyard or something. But generally out in the front veranda. So. But boy, when I was first licensed, I was on every night till midnight or later. But I've kind of backed down on being up late anymore. So, oh well, yeah, I can hear you, but sometimes you fade, then you kind of come up a little bit stronger. So I'm hoping that the conditions improve.
One of those stations that I'm just, it is what it is. It's one of those things you just can't and cannot explain. It just happens that way, and sometimes I can hear, sometimes I can't. I'm running, like I said, 100 watts on a TS890 and a Heil Pro 7 headset on an inverted L. It goes up about 40 feet roughly, and then the rest of it goes out to a tree. The radials I have are basically in a big hand bundle wrapped around the house because I'm on a small lot, so I just wrap it around the house. I do have a 250-foot bog receive antenna that with a 9-to-1 down that goes down between a couple of the fences for my neighbors. They let me do it, put that out in the winter months so I can hear better. And that's my 160 setup, so it's a severe compromise from the big guys, but I've managed to place in the top 5 and 3 out of the last 7 years win Indiana on the CQ 160, so it's competitive as far as the state level. I haven't been able to do that win 9-call region yet, but I'm trying.
Yeah, I think I was 11:30 one night. I stayed up talking to the guys, and I talked to guys. California started to come in, so I started talking to the guys in California. And so, yeah, as the night went on, the band really got long. So, but I remember back in the early 60s, on the farm, get up early, Dad would have the radio on, AM radio, and he'd be listening to a station down in Texas, and they were talking about a farm auction and a John Deere 4020, brand new John Deere 4020 that was for sale, and because we'd just gotten a 4020. So, and as the sun started to come up, the station just disappeared. So that's I thought that was pretty cool back then.
Okay, sorry about that. I just sent out a note. We use WhatsApp, and I just sent out a note to them that we're live on it. Hopefully we'll put a fire in some of them. Light them up a little bit.
Yeah, I have WhatsApp as well. What's the group called? Just 5.5?
It's moderator
I'm not doing something right. So the number 5 and say that again. How it is again?
5 FIVEAN HALM. If not, send an email on QRZ page for K3AMP.
Good grief, my thumb's too doggone big, and I keep hitting the wrong number or wrong letters. So it's 5 and a half, or just 5 and half?
I'm not a big. Okay, I doubled on you. It's FIVE space AN space HALM.
Okay, so it's asking me what I'm looking for. So I put 5 space and then half.
Yes.
Well, it's not working for me.
Sitting there trying to type a message out to him, and crazy, the delay. I'm hearing the delay through the computer is throwing my brain off.
No, I'm not having any luck, Steve.
Well, when you see or when you hear from Jim, or just send him an email and he'll set you up.
Well, I don't give up that easy, so I'm going to do lowercase or any high uppercase or all lowercase.
Uppercase on the for 5 on the first F, and uppercase for the H on half. Everything else is lower.
So it's 5 and half.
Yeah, the and is not AND, it's just AN. I'm not a big user of WhatsApp, and I don't know all the little ins and outs. So what he might have is attributed to where only certain people can see it. That I couldn't tell you. Like I said, if you having a problem with it, just send him an email.
Yep, I'm not having any luck, so I'll give up. That's okay. I just thought since I do have WhatsApp, I'm on it with another group, but I'll just wait there. So anyhow, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be on it much longer. Maybe till about 8:30, and that'll be about it.
Okay, well, like I said, they come on between 7 and 8. Or send out an email when to come on. You know, it's when everyone gets home and gets out for dinner and all that stuff. But you know, but we're on about every night.
Yeah, well, like I said, I am live streaming. So, anyhow, I thought if the guys were on, at least play around with the live stream. But I can do it another night, that's for sure.
That's not a problem. You know, we kind of enjoy it. Jim used to run a website called Live Ham Camps, and there was several of us that had cameras that dialed it into him. Yeah, we could see each other's. Well, in Jim's case, we could see each other's backyards, or they put the cameras up on the face of the radio, so you can see what your signal is. Things like that. We used to play with that for several years, but Jim was having problems with software issues because there was a couple different softwares tied together. So, with the technology, it was harder and harder for him to keep it going, so he pulled it. But livehamcams.com was what it used to be.
I think I know quite a few years ago. Well, I've been licensed 12 years now, and I think it was probably about 10 years ago that we were doing that. It was a free program, and then they were starting to charge for it, so we all quit doing it. But it wasn't very good. It wasn't clean and clear in that, so we kind of gave up. But now with YouTube and the camera, I still have my old camera from 12 years ago there, and the webcam, I should say. So anyhow, yeah, I use OBS. I used to use Streamlabs OBS, but they did some updates, and when I got the newer computer and I downloaded it, I had a lot of issues, so I just uninstalled it and went with just plain old OBS, and that seems to work fine for me.
Okay. Well, I'm not into, I had a camera that we ran and such, but I'm not as much of a techie as some. Jim is very much, well, he's a tech engineer by trade, so he's very big into the technologies, and same with Joe. Eric is contractor, woodworking contractor. I'm a retired Navy hard hat diver, and then when I retired, I became a trucker, retired from trucking. So that's our three backgrounds. We've kind of got a wide variety there. I'm the only one that's worked underwater for a living.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah. Well, I quit school, never finished high school. Went to work for a John Deere dealership. Worked for them for quite a few years, and I went to Esso Chemical in Sarnia at Chemical Valley. Worked there for a little while, then back to the dealership, and then when Dad died, then I stayed on the farm and only worked at the dealership in the wintertime, and then got on to winter maintenance on the highway, driving snowplow and stuff like that. Then we just kind of, my brother and I got bigger into farming. I started doing. Yeah, I had to restart. I had to stop the stream and restart it, so it should be okay now. But yeah, so anyhow, that's yeah. So that's kind of I've done a lot of different things, and now and then once I retired from farming, we rented everything out, and I got into I was starting to sell Amsoil synthetic lubricants. I did that in '94, I believe, is when I started that. So I did that from the farm, and then so then I got into motorcycle tires and changing oil and doing motorcycle tires. And we had a dyno. We did a little bit of that, and so just did a lot of stuff. There's a lot of pictures on my QRZ page. I have a link there for you'll see where it says the year in farming. If you click on that, then there's all my pictures from all the stuff we did on the farm there, and then also the motorcycle shop and all the other stuff, the traveling we did. We had to take this race car to the SEMA show in Las Vegas, so did that. Yeah, just a lot of different things. So it's where I keep my pictures on P-Base there. So anyhow, VA3KBC, just about the bottom of the hour.
RDS returning. Yeah, I don't know when the guys are going to show up. They'll show up, sometime. Sometimes it's, 8 o'clock, and it is, like I said, right now it's throwing me off. I'm hearing myself on the computer, and that delay is throwing my brain off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're Central Time. I'm Eastern. So I've got 8:28 here. So you got 7:28. Okay. That's why I was kind of confused when you said they get here about 8 o'clock. And I'm thinking, well, they're a little bit late, but no, it's your time.
It's 8:28 right now here in Indianapolis. Only a handful of counties in Central Time. The rest of us are in Eastern. It's 8:28 now.
Oh, so you're still the same as me then, Eastern Time then. I'm getting quite a few static crashes.
We are.
Yeah, I was just saying, I'm getting quite a few static crashes.
Yeah, it's raining in several parts of the country right now, and when it starts raining, it picks up those crashes. So that'll increase as time, because instead of snow, it's rain, and that increases it for us. It's getting that time of year.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's supposed to get up to 36, and we're supposed to have some rain, then changing to snow.
Well, it's freezing rain right now. There's icicles coming off some of the like the bird feeders and such outside. And I'm looking out off my security camera, and it's raining, so and it's supposed to go down to like 28 tonight. So we're going to have a little bit of light ice they were talking about, and then it goes above freezing tomorrow, and then tomorrow night it's supposed to come back. It's crazy right here, where we are at here in the central Indiana.
And I'm just looking on my cameras here, and I see just something floating around.
As long as it's not black.
Nothing much to look at there. So, yeah, the static crashes are getting a little bit stronger. I should bring up lightning maps and see what it shows. Okay, so you got Indiana, Louisville, well, to the east of Louisville, Kentucky, and then down Nashville. So that's where they're not big storms, but that's where we're getting the lightning crashes from.
We've seen.
Yeah, I guess we doubled. I was just saying that there's about four spots there, but they're not real big, heavy ones. Especially on the lower bands here, you know, higher bands it doesn't affect it too much, but lower bands it really, you know, really you can really pick it up. And there was one.
Yep.
So
how many acres is your farm?
We farmed, the home farm was 158 acres, but we had other farms that we share cropped and rented, and then I did custom work. So it was around 1,000 acres, 1,000 to 1,100 acres that we farmed.
What do you farm? Mostly soybeans?
We did corn, soybeans, and wheat, and I did grow white beans, edible beans, for a few years, but it was just mostly corn, soybeans, and wheat. So, yep, I really missed my combine, but that's about it. So now all I do is I watch Larson Farms and Zach Johnson, Millennial Farmer, and then there's also Hayden on Harvest to watch him. So that's how I get my farming fix.
Buddy of mine watches that Millennial Farmer, and I've sat over at his place and watched a few of those YouTube videos from him. He's got a heck of an operation going.
Yeah, Larson Farms is our favorite, though. They've got a really big operation. They're a really good family. And then there's also Mike Mitchell. He's up in Saskatchewan. They're farming around, what was it, 40,000 acres or something like that. They have a big operation, but our favorite is still Larson Farms, a really good family. And there's another guy I started watching, Trevor Struthers. He's out in Washington State, and holy mackerel, the farming they do out there on the hills, and like I'm talking about really hilly stuff, 300 to 500 acre side hills, and I couldn't do that, man. I'd be petrified trying to work that type of ground and harvest. Now they've got Hilco hillside attachments for the combines, but still, I'll tell you, it's but the scenery is just beautiful, and it's really interesting to watch. And they just grow wheat there, and they summer follow. So every other year is when they grow it because it's so dry there. But it's Trevor Struthers if you ever want to watch. You know, some really different type of farming, and he's in out in Washington State.
Cool. I have to look him up and give it a shot. Take a look at some of that. Get with a friend of mine who does that. He doesn't have a farm, but he grew up on a farm. I grew up near a farming community around them and such when I was a kid, but I'm originally from South Bend, Indiana, about 7 or 8 miles away from the University of Notre Dame.
Okay, Roger. Yeah. No, born and raised on a farm. Born 1952. So, and where we live here now, we're just 4 miles away from where the farm was. So and it's farm behind us, and across the road there's an empty lot, and then behind that is another farm. So we're still in the farming area here. So the other one is Hayden on Harvest. He's 22 years old, 23 years old. Him and his mother, they start cutting wheat in South Texas in April, and they work all the way up to North Dakota, and then they start coming back and they'll cut soybeans, and then they'll do corn as well. So about 6 months of harvesting, and he does he'll do drone shots in the evening, and it's in slow motion. He has some beautiful music to go with it. Just beautiful, beautiful scenery. So it's really, really enjoyable watching. And so that's it. Hayden on Harvest, Larson Farms, Millennial Farmer, Zach Johnson, who's a Millennial Farmer, and he also has Between the Rows. So last night we watched him and his son are down in Arizona. They're at racing their cars down there on a dirt track there. And then Mike Mitchell up in Saskatchewan, and then Trevor Struthers in Washington State. His YouTube just blows my mind. He doesn't do a lot of talking, but just has music and just the aerial YouTube or drone shots of the area there, and combining the wheat there, and just beautiful. But they do have a lot of fires, combine fires, but I don't think they've ever rolled a combine. But he says they've broken a lot of axles. So because that's like I said, you Stephen, if you've seen it, it would just blow your mind that on the angles that they're operating on those hills. It's just unbelievable.
I wrote that down. I'll have to take a look at it later and see what you mean. Yeah, it sounds interesting. I've been up in Washington State, of course, on the coast as a Navy diver, mostly around Bremerton. But it's a beautiful state. I can imagine farming on a hillside would have its moments, you might say.
Yeah, I think it's Prescott, Washington.
Okay, I've heard of it. It doesn't ring a bell where, but like I said, most of mine has been down in the Bremerton area.
Roger, yep. Well, the static crashes have kind of tempered down, and your signal caught up really nice and loud, and then it kind of tapered down too.
Reply from any of the guys yet on WhatsApp, so I don't know what's going on with them tonight.
Roger, we doubled for a little bit. I was saying the static crashes seemed to temper down, and you came up really strong, and then you dropped out. Now you're back up strong again.
Hey, WG3J.
Good evening.
Chatting with Steve. DJ.
There he is. Good morning, Eric, or good evening, I should say, in your case.
Yeah, good to hear you.
I was just saying, Eric, I'm live streaming right now as well on YouTube, so you can either go for my QRZ page, the stream there, or just go to YouTube and put in my call sign in the search, and you can bring it up.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool. I'll try to check that out here in a few minutes. I'm doing some stuff on the computer right now myself, so I'm kind of a little bit tied up. But it's good to hear you sounding great tonight.
Well, I not only sound great, I look great.
Cool.
Yeah, I put the headset on now so I don't have that computer delay.
Yeah, I've got the headset here because I got my speaker turned off, and I got the speaker on the other computer that I've got the stream on down too. Otherwise, it goes back and forth.
So how's your day been, Eric?
It was a little rough. It's okay, though.
Just use some sandpaper. You'll smooth it out.
That's right. Getting better minute by minute right now.
Yeah, you're on the radio.
That's right.
I'm sitting here at the house today. I was turning a small bowl with a piece of ash. Man, it is hard to find a lathe. It's small bowl. Whew.
Eric, what's your call sign?
WG3J.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, you bring him up, Eric. He's got a pretty nice live stream going on, information-wise, on the station.
Cool.
Yeah, we just been talking about different farmers that are on YouTube that I like to watch. So anyhow, that's kind of been the gist of the conversation.
That sounds pretty awesome.
What is the software you're running on your for your YouTube for the radio? What software is that?
Well, it's OBS. It's a free software. I was using Streamlabs OBS, but this is just plain OBS. And then I had to have two interfaces. I've got the Behringer UMC22, and then I have the FIFIN also interface for the audio to pick up from the radio. So that's the only other things I had to get. And I had to get another sound card for the computer so everything would work. The monitor and the wait, was the sound card or the video card? Jeepers. Video card. I had to get another video card. There we go, because I got two monitors and everything. So, but yeah, everything is through the computer there. And of course, it's the Apache Labs Anan 7000 DLE Mark II software-defined radio. So, and the amplifier is the VK3AMP running, 455 there, somewhere's around there. I always say 500, but, you know, it varies with your voice and everything. So that's it. Vector Alpha 3 Kilo, Bravo Charlie.
Cool. I like your layout you got.
That's the Thetis. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. Just I can change the screen. So that's what they call the skins, so you can change the skins.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, having that world map behind in the background kind of makes it a little unique. Kind of like, and kind of interesting.
Yeah, it gets a little too busy, at least for me anyhow.
Oh, I can see how it does, yeah. You do any contesting, or you just rag chewer?
Just a rag chewer.
Joe was going out to dinner. He said he'll be in a little bit later.
I understand with Joe. Have you heard anything from Jim or Whitney?
What's that?
Heard anything from Jim or Whitney?
No. They vanished. Have no clue where they're at tonight. So it's Wednesday night, so Jim's probably bowling.
Yeah, Wednesday night, yeah. That or watching hockey, one or the other. What's the weather at your place, Eric?
Starting to rain. We're supposed to get some freezing rain tonight. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we got a little ice forming right now here. It's supposed to taper off, then come back on, and such, and then just looking down south, I guess we got some static crashes too. So, that rain's starting to cause that static, about every February into March.
Yep. Yeah.
Eric, one thing I did this morning was set the computer up for M1MM for the CQ160 contest. Got all that set up, so in that regards, I'm ready to rock and roll.
Oh, good. You're all set. Great job.
Oh, yeah. I want number one again.
Good. I think you'll get it.
Only band conditions will tell.
Oh, and Eric, I was telling Steven, I just did a stream here, I don't know, 45 minutes ago, half hour, 45 minutes ago. It's about an hour long, but remember, I was telling you guys last night about Canada Border Service agents and the corruption, and this is from the guys that were interviewing the Canada Border Service agent whistleblower. So I've got that posted, so you can go on my live streams there and see that. And then this one here, there's, I don't know, a minute and a half or something right at the start of this stream, with the same guy there talking. One of the interviews, he's talking about the art of the tariff and how Trump is, being a businessman, that he's using the tariffs as leverage. So that's how he explained it. So anyhow, that's just some of the stuff. I'm hoping hope YouTube doesn't take it down, because they've banned a couple of my other videos because I mentioned something about the jab, and so they got taken down. But we'll see what happens, if it stays up or not.
Yeah, he's definitely making a wave right now in his first, 17 days.
Yep, boy, the corruption that they're finding is and even Canada's involved in that corruption with the USAID.
Yeah, everyone's yelling at Musk. Or there's a lot of people yelling at Musk is not an employee of the federal government and all this stuff. That's true, or to a degree. I guess he's actually hired him as a special employee or something, whatever the technical term is. But he can't kill anything. He's just bringing it to light. He can't cut any money. He has no financial control. He's just bringing it to light, making people aware of it, and they're upset like unreal about it.
Yeah, because they're all in on getting the kickbacks.
No wonder you go into Congresses with $100,000 in debt and you come out in 4 years with multi-millionaire.
Bingo.
can't believe some of the things that we were spending money on. And I've read several of them right now, but the one that gets me the most is $50 million to go to Gaza for condoms. It just amazed me when I heard that and actually read it.
Yeah, but those condoms are used, they fill them with helium. They'll have 3 or 4 filled with helium and attach bombs to them so that they float over Israel, and then they eventually drop and explode. That's what they're using them for.
Amazing.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of Canadian stuff involved in that USAID as well. USAID. There's no aid, but it sure is a lot of money spent on things that make no sense, and probably a lot of kickbacks involved in it as well.
Now that he's bringing all that to light, though, Musk is, I'm curious to see how Trump is going to kill it. If he's going to kill the department, if he's going to, executive order. I'm curious to see how he's going to wipe it, because Musk has no authority on it. He's just bringing it to light. So it'll be Trump that actually does the killing of it. It'll be interesting to see how he does it.
Yeah, he's not getting any wage or anything. He's doing this all for free. Getting a little bit of splatter from that AM station down below.
Yeah, that's normal every night stuff. There's some nights they're wider than they should be.
I'd say WG3J.
Yep, we just deal with it, don't we, Eric? KB9RDS.
Yeah, we get as good as we get sometimes. We just deal with it. We just tune them out. It's nice to have filters.
Yeah, I've got I got manual notch filters I can bring up. I can bring up 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever, and I can block stuff out like you wouldn't believe.
Yep, firewall them right off. It's nice. Well, guys, sorry I'm not real talkative tonight, but I'm kind of tired. I've had a day.
Understandable.
Now.
Understandable.
Yeah, have a good one, Eric. If you're going to go and get some rest and then go hit it again tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so. We'll be in tomorrow night for sure.
Yeah, this is hump day, so you're halfway through the week.
Yeah, that's right. How cold is it up there tonight, DJ?
24 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, wow.
I think
You're retired like me, and then every day's a hump day.
I think it's supposed to hit 36 tomorrow and some rain.
Wow.
Oh, you got me yawning. Did it, did it.
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, it's just getting warmed up over here.
Indeed. I was about ready to bail, man. I'm falling asleep.
Yeah. Yep. Damn, Harry's killing it.
Steve's in here with DJ. They're throwing down.
Yeah, oh, actually, it's not. It's you. I got my second sub on in 1895.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I'm live streaming on YouTube right now too.
Joe, I'm going off my radio, so I can barely hear you. I'm not on Jim's SDR because I'm watching DJ's YouTube site, so I can barely hear you, just FYI.
Yeah, we're just getting warmed up over here.
Actually, I can do this.
WG3J coming up on top.
WU3W.
KB9RDS, I'm always on the bottom.
I don't know why I'm getting static from somewhere.
I'm going to bring up stream or lightning maps. There, so on my stream, there's lightning maps, lightningmaps.org.
Yeah, looks like you got them all around me tonight.
Just north of Terre Haute. Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Well, I got things all over the place.
So I'm right there, guys, right where my hand is. I guess I better step on the foot switch. Anyhow, I'm right there, guys, right where my hand is where I'm located.
Oh, okay. North of Detroit.
About 90 miles.
Okay, for me, I'm on the east side of Indianapolis, right off of the 465 loop and the 465 loop and I-70.
All right, there we go. Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, that could be a little bit better. How about now?
I hear you a little better now.
Okay, good. How about you, Eric? I was up late last night after everybody got off me. I was doing work in the room here. Put up a couple shelves actually.
Nice. It sounds all right, Joe.
Yeah, you're 30 over. Steve, you're a measly like 5, but I can hear you. Band sounds like it's in pretty good conditions, not too noisy.
So there, I just brought my place up on QRZ and go to detail, bring up the map and expand the map, and that's me sitting a year ago last October when the Google Street View car went by.
How'd you manage to time that one?
I was back here with the lawnmower and I seen it go by. So I ran in the house, got my cell phone, and I knew he had to come back because it's a dead end. Our street goes to the dead end. You know, you end up in the lake. So I just sat there and I waited to him. And then I started videoing as he came by, and I did wave. I waved when he was down further. But anyhow, so that's how I got it. And of course, you know those cars because they have Google Street View and they got that dome on the top. So that's how I got. That's how I got it. So and you can see right there the dome, but so that's our place, and this is the lot that we sold. Right, this is our lot here. We sold got that sold. Well, I guess the closing was in May. I guess it was, yeah. So I don't have to maintain that place anymore. But anyhow, so you can see that's where I started waving, and anyhow, it's what I guess is one of those once in a lifetime deals.
Boy, did you get lucky on that one?
I don't see it.
It's on the live stream.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, wait a minute! I lost internet connection.
Telling you.
So that bathtub there came out from the old farmhouse. I used to have baths in that. That was upstairs when we tore it down. The guy with the excavator, we put a chain around it and brought it out of the upstairs, and so we have this, and we plant flowers in it.
Hey, DJ, what's your call again?
Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
That's it. I forgot. You're VA3. Okay, cool. Nice.
So that's the Mosely beam, 40, 20, and 17. That's my 2 meter, and then I've got my 80 meter doublet there, and then I put on the other side here, I've got the 160 resonant on this side over here.
Nice.
So then the old farm, or where the farm was.
Wow.
Okay, I just hit the live stream. There we go.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Okay, and then you hit the button. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, you're zooming into, looks like a plot of land.
And this is where the farm was, right here.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Look how they did the power. Your power poles are different.
Yeah, they got to be able to take pressure.
Well, yeah, I guess it's colder, longer.
And then our business,
Nothing but farmland there, DJ.
yep, and this is our shop right here.
Cool.
The art of the Tariff. Oh, nice shop.
Yeah.
Everybody, okay, they are.
Yeah, we built that. So we got that. We bought that piece of property the same time we bought the 2 lots where our house is in the other lot, and we put the house up. And then the next year we built the shop.
Yeah. Yep. What's up there, Mr. Tony? How are you?
Doing good. Doing good. Just chilling out.
Yeah, you're doing good. About 30 over here, as expected.
Yeah, let's see. What am I? Oh, well, I'm not running my usual power. I'm 550 watts.
So that where I have the art of the tariff right at the start of the stream, I have a little, I don't know, 1.5, 2 minute thing there about how Donald Trump is a businessman and he uses the tariffs as a leverage. So that's the art of the tariff.
Yep.
And then I have another stream that I put up earlier. It's about an hour long, and that's what I was telling you guys last night about the Canada Border Service agent interview with him and how corrupt the CBSA is. So that's a really good one to watch.
Yeah, I got to spend some time on your site there and go through it, DJ. You've got a lot on there, man. There's a lot to look at, that's for sure. It's pretty cool looking too.
A lot of research went into it. VA3KBC, I think I did the top of the hour.
K9RDS.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. WU3WC.
WG3J, just in case.
And K2AR. W3QJ.
Hey, Bobster.
Yeah, there we go.
We're hanging.
Yeah, I had you on squelch. I could hear a little bit busting through once in a while.
Oh, that's good.
So these the YouTube streams, they're saved to YouTube, so you can watch them at a later date, and you can just go back and forth or go ahead or back up to rewatch it or anything like that. So they are saved on YouTube. They're under my call sign.
Oh, man, that's totally cool. That's really awesome. I like it.
Yeah, the only problem is when I have guys say, boy, you sound really good. And I say, yeah, I not only sound good, I look good. Then I realize, oh, shoot, they can see my face.
What's Tony for?
K2AR.
Yes, sir.
Bob was asking what your call was.
Yeah. K2AR. I got it now, Tony. W3QJ. Good to hear you. Yeah, how's it going?
Okay, let me do this here.
Don't mind me. I'm in the middle of paying bills, so it's my Mother's Day. Oh, I do that every month, though. I hate doing it, man. It takes me a few hours. You know how it is. You know, pay this mother, pay that mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ought to do what you suggested, Eric. Do it twice a month.
Yep.
Three-quarters of it is junk.
Basically.
Hey, you know, I got Nielsen rating. Sent me $1, a real dollar in the mail.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to send me $5 back. But the postman says, no post is necessary in the U.S. You keep putting it back, I keep flipping the flag.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, I'm going through bills and I say, wow, that looks like actual greenback in there. Going up a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they always tell you don't send cash in the mail. Yeah, there's a $1 bill in the mail, right color and everything, right through the window. I'm surprised the post office didn't steal 1 million of them. I love the DX world today. Nothing seems to be happening DX division-wise, right?
Yeah, no, it's kind of bogus at the moment. Not much happening is right.
Well, you still got that guy out in Wake Island.
Yeah, I worked him. He was okay, but nothing great. Man, I tell you, DJ, I really like the, what is that, the Anan? I really like it, man. Nice setup, man. It makes me, I miss mine.
It's the Thetis program is phenomenal. What Richie's done with it, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure. It really is nice. I enjoyed it. I do a lot of CW hopping, and it didn't work good for me for CW, but for sideband, it's the dream machine.
Yeah, and just how you can customize it. That's what I like about it. So, you know, you can change the skin, and you add the boxes here, and you can do whatever you want there. So that's what I like. And everybody's got different colors and so on and so forth. So just really personalize it. And every time he does an update, it's free. And it just seems to improve it that much more.
Yep, sure does. It's really amazing. It does a lot.
Yeah, Don, I checked your QRZ site. Yeah, it's all Anan in there. And boy, you have quite a setup up there in Canada. Nice job.
That took a while. I've been licensed 12 years now. I've known about amateur radio for 40 years. I had my 10 words a minute code back, 40 years ago, but didn't go any farther. So anyhow, but now, so I've got the station set up how I want it, and I'm happy with the Anan and the VK3AMP. So the antennas, everything seems to be working good. So I'm going to, and I like the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So that's how I try to do things here.
Yeah, it looks like a good setup you have going up there. What's that amp again?
It's the VK3AMP Onder there in Australia. He builds them, and this thing's about 48 pounds. This thing's heavy, and it's if you Google VK3 amps, you'll find his website. He needs to update it because he just shows it as a kit form, but he does build them. And this has got the built-in sampler for the Anan for pure signal. So, and plus the fact that the Canadian dollar is stronger than the Australian, it was a better buy for me than going with the Lux because the exchange rate to the U.S. is horrendous. And I got it month and a half? I don't even think it was 2 months, and I had it. Where the Lux you're looking at probably about a year.
Yeah, I thought that was a kit amp, but man, it sounds great down here in Delaware.
Yep, and like I said, it's got the built-in sampler, so for pure signal.
Yeah, I saw that on your website and the parametric equalizers and stuff. No, that was a good review on your website.
Yep. So we did TeamView, Art N4QNT. We did TeamView, and he's got the golden ears, I'll tell you. So he just had me talking, and he set all the parameters there for the 10-band parametric equalizer and the CFC. And so we've got the different profiles for 4K and then 8K as well, because there's a group of guys on 3630 early in the morning, and they run 8K wide. And I'll tell you, if you're running 4K and you can receive 4K, the audio is more high fidelity, but boy, you go 8K and it just really sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I saw you running the extended sideband.
Clean sideband.
Yeah, and you have pure signal going into that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't have that on the Yankee. I might have it on the app. I don't have it on the transceiver. Does the expert have pure signal, Eric? I think it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does on the output. I think not the 1.3, but the 1.5 does.
Yeah, I have a 1.5, and I only push it like a 1.3. It was born at a 1300 watt amp, so I don't really push it.
Yeah, during contests, or if I'm chasing DX, I'll run it right up to the limit. And it's in the 4 years I've had it, it's been nothing but operating great.
Yeah, I think I've had it for 4 or 5 years. So far, so good, and I love it. The only thing I don't like is there's bubble buttons on the front panel. I wish I could replace that. Those bubble buttons, man, you have to hit them right in the right corners or whatever to get them to activate.
Yeah, I hardly use the buttons. I use the software to control it.
speaking as a button connoisseur, I agree completely with you, Bob.
Yeah, I hate those double buttons, you know. And I do have software control. I just don't run Windows on this. I think it's a Windows program.
Yeah, I guess it's only available on Windows. Well, unless you run a virtual machine in Linux and run Windows that way, and then the program from there.
Yeah, I haven't had much success trying to crossbreed Linux to Windows. Let me listen, Jay. I'll be back. I gotta take an aspirin. WG3J.
Did you hear anything about Bill Gates getting tied up in that, in some of that dark money out of USAID?
Yeah, but I'm sure he's probably got a finger in that pie.
He says if they release the Epstein files, he's leaving the country.
He'll have to. Because he's up to his neck in it.
I wonder how many Republicans are involved with that USAID scandal as well.
I don't know, but it would do us all good if they exposed all of it. Shut it all down.
Yeah. I want them to expose it all, shut the whole thing down.
Yeah, there's a lot of Canadian universities, colleges are involved in that too.
I mentioned DJ earlier that I'm curious to see how Trump is going to shut it down or clean it up, or the method of madness that he's going to do.
He's going to break him this time. Last time he was playing with him. This time he's for real.
Yep. I'll tell you what, and that's just that one organization.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, he hasn't even got to the UN yet.
Oh, yeah.
Who was that was running virtual Windows on Unix? Was that Tony? I'm not sure.
I mentioned it. I've done it the other way around. I've run Linux as a virtual machine under Windows. I haven't done it the other way around yet.
Okay, yeah, because you can partition it side by side. The last time I tried it 10 years ago, it was wine. Yeah, you could say wine. I was whining so bad I couldn't get it going.
Which virtualization program were you using?
Oh, good golly, I haven't tried it in so long, I don't remember.
Yeah, VMware is usually the better one.
That's from Linux to Windows or Windows to Linux?
You can do it either way.
Oh, no kidding, yeah, because I can't stand Windows.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do when they don't no longer support 10. In order to do 11, you have to have a Microsoft account, and I kind of refuse to do that.
Yeah, you need another chip on the motherboard, another security chip of some sort to run 11.
Yeah, this motherboard's got that. My wife's machine doesn't have it.
I'm with you. I refuse to buy it.
Yeah, I'll keep running 10 until I can't run it anymore. I did that with Windows 7 because I didn't really want to go to 10, so I ran it until the software I was using wouldn't support it anymore.
I think Windows 10 is done October this year.
Yep. Yeah, at the end of this year. Yeah, but it'll probably still be usable for another couple of years after that.
Yeah, what's your call? I'm sorry, I'm trying to make notes.
K2AR. I'm 6 miles away from Joe.
No, I have you. I'm sorry. My fault.
Just keep the beam pointed at me there, Bob.
The dipole.
Yeah.
One hell of a Yagi.
There you go.
Bob, did you hear anything about Bill Gates getting caught up in some of that dark money out of USA ID?
No, I haven't, but you know, I don't know if I support $100 million worth of condoms for, you know, IMAX, whoever those guys over there in the Middle East.
Yeah, Hamas, and they were using them as a delivery system for bombs.
Yeah, let's pay for that, $100 million.
Okay, guys, there it is on X.
Rubio gives up a really good review on that whole scenario. In particular, his dealings with USAID back when they were back when he was in Congress.
Yeah, nobody knows where that money goes. It's classified.
And it's ridiculous. Why give money to people that hate us?
Yeah, with no receipt.
Yeah, but so Dark Money Network called Arabella, and who's the biggest donor? Bill Gates. So I've got it up on the screen here on X.
Yeah, I don't know what's worse for Bill Gates, USAID or Epstein.
Probably Epstein. We just don't know about it yet.
I would say Windows.
They're butt brothers.
Windows
Putting his finger where he should.
Okay,
Yep.
next, okay, print test. I run Linux on everything. Things like it, and I like it.
WG3J.
W3W.
K2AR.
KB9RDS.
And Alex Jones here is talking about major breaking Bill Gates scandal. Gates Foundation Dark Money Group. Arabella caught secretly running a fake medical petition with over 17,000 signatures of fake doctors targeting the confirmation of RFK Jr. as HHS Secretary.
Yes.
They passed RFK, that was a little bit on the noise. My noise is high tonight, it's S8.
Got any amps on in his IPO amp?
Yeah, one amp one, Joe.
Yeah, I got about an S6.
And what, no amp?
Without an amp, it's like an S3.
Oh, okay. And you have amp one on?
Well, not typically. I don't run it 160, but I don't think it makes a difference too much here. I'm not digging anybody out of the weeds with the amplifiers, you know what I mean?
That's a good idea. Let me turn it down.
What are you getting for noise, Joe?
An S3, and that's without any of the preamp.
Okay. Yeah, no preamp on, and I get, I think about an S1 to S2. And then with the receive antennas, S0.
Nice.
I can't get the receiver antennas up. I'm flying fire. And the branch is fucked off every other day.
Yeah, they wipe out the beverage. when I was running a beverage, I had a one beverage. It was a West Wire. Had it about 2.5 feet off the ground, and works really nice like that. But it was completely in the clear. In fact, I ran it down the side of my driveway.
Yeah, I run through the pine forest. It's a straight line, but it's in the woods.
Well, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to shut the stream off here, so you're welcome to watch it later on again. As I said, there's 2 that I did tonight. So they're on my, go for my QRZ page or just go right to YouTube and put in my call for a search, and then you'll see them there. You can watch it. You can watch different segments of it and that. So anyhow, 7-3 guys, again, thanks for letting me join you, and everybody have a great night. It's hump night, and we'll maybe catch us all tomorrow night. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
That's awesome. Real good, DJ. Thanks so much for that. Yeah, I'm going to look at some more. I'm really enjoying it. And, yeah, let's do it tomorrow night. We'll do it a little bit bigger and a little bit better. So come on back and join us. WG3J.
Yeah, see you, Val.
Yeah.
K2 Air.
Yeah, hopefully there won't be any static crashes because taking some of the guys out there and maybe conditions will be a little bit better. So anyhow, 7-3 guys, VA3KBC is clear. I'm going to be stopping the stream. Live long and prosper.
Take care, DJ. Have a good one. RDS. It was fun.
See you, DJ.
Nice. That was awesome.